Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Love. This is not an impromptu episode. This is actually planned. Only because, no, it was actually planned. How you guys doing this evening? I hope you're having an amazing day. Tonight, we are making nachos. Something I have not made in an extremely long time. But I had a taste for them. And I had said I was going to make half of this, but I have guests coming over, so I'm going to make all of it, you know? Yeah, so this is ground turkey, and we're gonna start with that, and grab a knife. Yeah, so how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having a fantastic day, and that your week has been incredible thus far. My week has been awesome. I don't have any complaints besides that I did not get on here yesterday. Like, you guys, literally, I came home, and I was like, I'm gonna get on, my daughter went to sleep. I did like this on the couch watching my favorite show, which is The Office, and I fell asleep, but I didn't wake up till like 12 o'clock in the morning. I just dropped that in there. Hopefully you guys can see. Listen, did you guys know that this is made? They have a taco version. I almost bought it, but I was like, what if it doesn't taste good? So I didn't. But, and I dropped it. But yeah, I almost bought it. And I was like, what if it's not good? I don't know. So I didn't. Yeah. So that's how that happened. I'm missing something. My Tonys. Like I said, if you all have not watched before, I put Tonys on absolutely everything that I possibly can. Turn this eye down because it is a little higher than I like it to be. So what I like to do is kind of leave this as is and start cooking. And I'm going to actually put the seasoning on top of here. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Do you always season? Like, sometimes I'm doing them like getting other places. I'm like, I gotta stop doing that. Like, it's being wasteful. This stuff is, I don't want to waste, you know? But yeah. So we're gonna make some nachos. Already have that going, and next I'm going to drink some water. I've been trying to make sure I learn something new every day, and I said I was gonna start writing down what I learned new every day. 1 week, I think it was like last week or week before last, I learned something new every single day, and I didn't write any of it down. I was like, I should have. But yeah, what I learned today was from my friend Amira is that you should be drinking half your body weight in ounces of water. So I was like, oh, I never knew. Yeah, so I never knew that. This is Velveeta, by the way. I'm gonna take the Velveeta. Normally I would do this in a crock pot, but time is of essence, and I'm really hungry. Even though I did have some Gears popcorn earlier. I'm not supposed to be eating out. We're on a no eating out challenge. But, I mean, yeah, technically it's breaking the rules. But I was like, I was really hungry, and there was no way for me to warm up. I made, what's the name of that stuff? I made northern beans yesterday. And I didn't have any place to warm it up while I was out, so I needed something to tighten it up. I'm going to put this in a non-stick pan. Really, I should cut these up smaller than that. And I'm just, hopefully you guys, you probably can't see, but it doesn't matter. You know how to cut Velveeta. You don't need to see that part. Just cut it smaller. Yeah. But yeah, so that was something new I learned today. I'm going to try to make it, you know what? I'm going to start today and start writing down the stuff I learned every day. That's my goal. I'm going to try to make that a goal for myself. My friend was supposed to be coming on here, but she said, my hair isn't done. So, she's not joining us on camera. Yeah, she should be here in a little while, though. So I was like, I'm going to make a lot of this. Let me share the wealth, people. But yeah, how's everyone's day going? When's the last time y'all had some nachos? It's been a minute for me. You know what I did last time I went to I think that's what made me want to do it. Last time I went to Chipotle, I get both beans because I'm a bean eater. I love beans. Obviously, if I just made some 3 weeks ago at District Taco. Where's that at? I love trying taco places. And when I went to Chipotle, I got the chips and I was like, And so I just started dipping my chips in. I always get the veggie now. I don't eat the meat there. Oh, in DC? I have not been to DC. I've heard it's really nice there. But, and I've heard Velvet Taco is good too. I keep saying I'm going to go. And I have not been yet. A friend of mine went a few weeks ago. And he said it was really good. I should turn this on. How about that? While I'm sitting up here cutting, that would be helpful. So what I'm going to do, since this is, let me pull this so you guys can see. So it's about mostly done on the, you can't see, mostly done on the other side, so now I'm going to flip it. Every content in the world is the best. Really? I love food, so hey, I might have to go to DC just for the food. And so now what I'm going to do also is sprinkle some of this on the other side. At this point, I try not to be too heavy-handed because I am going to put taco seasoning in it. I'm making nachos tonight. I have not made in a long time. I just had a taste for some nachos. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I think I'm using too much. It's been that long that I don't fully remember the recipe, so we're gonna wing it. Listen, you know what's funny? I can be hungry and I will look at food pictures all day. And it, like, you know, some people are like, oh, I'm really hungrier now. Like, it gets me excited about what I'm going to eat. I don't know if that's weird, but that's just, you know, that's part of my makeup. So, I love looking at food. And listen, I love Pinterest. I know you guys probably heard me say this 1,000 times, but like, I'll have one ingredient and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I want to do something different. And so then I'll go on Pinterest and like, hey, what to make with such and such. And that's how I sometimes get my ideas for what I'm going to cook. He said it's punishment. Hey, mate, listen, not for me. I love food. I love looking at food, talking about food. But I've always been that way. I think I like to attribute that to my uncle, my late uncle, who was a chef. I remember being little, and I think I might have told some of this before, but being little and being in his kitchen, because he had a kitchen on the back of the house, and like the aroma when I would go back there, and being so little, like looking at all this stainless steel convection ovens and all these big huge sinks, and it was just like, this is amazing. Like, first time I ever had alligator was down there, and I don't even think he fried it. It was like baked. It was awesome. Awesome. We'll be right back and get this back up. Okay. So, how I started doing this, which I did not used to do. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this clearly. I should probably move this cast iron. But what I'm going to do is kind of use both of these to start cutting this up. And not necessarily cutting, but like, yes, alligator is awesome. If you have it right. I don't prefer for it to be fried. To me, it takes away from the actual flavor of it. Maybe I'll just use this one since this one has more. Yeah. Because, you know, it's kind of flimsy. You know? I'm going to just use this. I probably didn't grab enough ground turkey, but I don't eat it like that anymore anyway, so. I did have some the other week. My friend, to be at the zoo. My friend made, okay, so my friend that told me about how much water you should drink. Last week, she came and brought me lunch while I was out. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And so she brought me some spaghetti. and it had ground turkey in it, and I hadn't had, honestly, before that, I don't know the last time I had ground turkey. Like, it's been a while. And it was so good. Like, I was like, wow, girl, put your foot in this. Like, and so I wanted nachos, and I can't not make nachos how I traditionally make them. Just because, I don't know, I guess habit. Even though when I eat out, I don't have any meat in there. But yeah, so I decided to do my usual. But yeah, so what's something new? Turkey bacon. You know what? Honestly, I used to eat turkey bacon, but now if I'm gonna eat bacon, I prefer the real thing, which is probably not good, but I very rarely eat real bacon. It's maybe like 2 or 3 times a year, so I don't think that's a bad amount, you know? It's pretty decent. I'll grab another spatula. Make sure this is... turn this down. We don't want the cheese to burn. Turn it down a lot. I said I was going to make some macaroni and cheese this week. And some greens. My dad was like, are you going to make some sweet potatoes? I was like, we'll see. We'll see. I really haven't planned on it. But then after he said that, I was like, well, maybe I will. Maybe. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We shall see. But what's something new you guys learned this week so far? Anybody learn anything new? Turn this way. Hopefully that's better. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. But yeah, I didn't really have a particular topic this episode of Cooking with Love. But something did happen earlier when I was in the grocery store. I was talking to this lady, and we were talking about school, and I'm also in school. And a single mom, and I work full time, so yeah, I have a pretty busy schedule. And so I'm in school for psychology, and there are quite a few people here I think that know that, who know me personally. But anyway, so. To make a not so long story shorter, we were talking and she was like, oh, that's awesome. She said, sometimes I think I miss my calling and not going to school for that because so many people come up to me for advice and I'm always helping people. And I say, you didn't miss, and this has to be Holy Spirit, because I don't think me within myself I would have said that. And even in speaking it was like so much revelation to me. And I was like, you didn't miss your calling. You're right where you need to be, because everyone needs somewhere right where they are. And if we're all only in offices, you know, doing our practice or helping people, what about the people who literally work in a grocery store? What about the people who work in a warehouse? You know, everyone needs someone to talk to, and not that, you know, you can't go out and get extra help if you need it. But it's good to have someone right there with you who can help you through whatever you're going through. And she was like, you're right. And as I was walking away from her, I was like, it just reminded me I'm right where I need to be. And I know some of us have so much ambition. Like, oh, I'm going to go do this. And I need to be that. And it needs to be this way. And it needs to be that way. And not that that won't happen for some people. But even if it never happens, we still have to and should and can live in our purpose exactly where we are. You know, and we can be effective. You can be effective no matter where you are in life. You know, as long as you're living your purpose and doing what God has called for you to do. You know, like, that's the key to it all, is doing things unto Him, you know, and to help other people in so many different ways, you know. And not being, shoot, did I just do that? I did. And not being selfish with the gifts God has given us. I gotta find another spatula real quick. Not that I don't have, like, quite a few of them. So the cheese is melting. Obviously, you can see that. I'm gonna turn this down on low. I'm gonna pick that up and put it in the sink. But yeah, it just really blessed me. You know, that's how I know it was God and not something that I just thought of myself, because I would not have thought to say that to her, because I've definitely felt in my life as well, like, oh, I'm not here, not there, and because I'm not there, that means, you know, things aren't exactly how they're supposed to be. That's not true. You know, live in the purpose God has for your life. Period. Point blank. You know. Sorry, you guys. I'm gonna wash this real quick because this was waiting for me. One moment, please. I'll be right. It'd be really cool if I had like an assistant, wouldn't it? And just hand it to me already ready. So I'm gonna put some taco seasoning in here. I think I'm gonna use this one this time. I normally use McCormick or Meyer brand. My daughter stepped over like, I could be your assistant. I don't want her on camera yet, so nope, not happening right now. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in there. Probably not enough, but it's alright. I always like to put just a little bit at first, just so, because listen, you guys, I could be very heavy-handed. And I try not to be, but hey, it happens. It happens to the best of us. But yeah, you know, it's just important to live in your purpose, and whatever God is calling you to do, just do it. Just be obedient. Just, you know, the Bible says our ways are not His ways, and that's for good reason, because we like on this one track mind, and it has to be like this, so that means it has to happen like that. And God's ways are so much more infinite than ours, and He knows the ins and outs of everything. Like, think about it. You're going to, what's a good analogy? I'm telling my daughter to make sure she makes up her bed every morning. And to her, it's, I don't want to make up my bed. You know, I don't really think it's that important. But it's not just about making up the bed. It's also teaching her discipline. That when you get up, you take care of your responsibilities. You make sure your room is clean. And so when you grow up, that's something that to this day is been very rarely any times I have not made up my bed. But it teaches us how discipline and to prioritize what's important. And so you grow up with those habits. And us as people, we grow up like, it has to be this way. And God's like, no. Like, let me show you the better way of doing things. And we can be thinking, it's not that important. It doesn't mean anything. God's like, no. You have no idea what this is in preparation for. You know, I think about even being a single mom, there's some things that I think I mentioned this last time that I have gone through that have been like heart-wrenching and hard to do and deal with. But then I get to help other single moms, you know, and talk to them and help them through certain situations. And it's like, wow, you know, I went through those things, and I thought at the time they were the worst things in the world. And not to say that they weren't hard, like I said, but when the outcome is that you can help someone else, it's like, you know what, this wasn't that bad. You know, it's the rainbow at the end of the horrible storm. You know what I'm saying? So next, what we're gonna do is, I think technically I used Rotel before, but I'm just gonna put some paste in. I mean, you can do either one, whatever you prefer. Take this here, put this here, so you guys can see this cheese is pretty much completely melted. And so I'm just gonna put this paste in there. You can use Rotel, whatever you like. They were $1, so I bought them. But I think I used salsa last time. So I'm gonna eye this because I don't normally put all of it. I put like, you know, a decent amount. And so we're gonna stir this in. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. I'm gonna stir it first, mix it in well, and then I'll add some more before I add the meat. But yeah. And if you don't know your purpose, I suggest you really seek the Lord and ask Him what that is, you know. And ask Him to make it clear, make it plain, make it very evident. And I normally go by this. As far as what your passion is, because sometimes your passion and your purpose directly line up, and sometimes they don't. Like, I'm passionate about cooking, and not to say that isn't a part of my purpose, but it's not something that, for me, like, I want to go out and cook at someone else's restaurant. Eventually, I want to have my own restaurant, but I don't want to cook there. I want to own it. And I want to have people cook certain recipes, and I want to have a good sous chef and all that stuff. You guys do this for me. I'll come in and make sure everything is correct. You know, check the books, make sure those are correct, make sure everyone is paid. That's the part of that I want to do. I don't necessarily want to be there cooking every single day. Yeah. And you know, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, so that definitely has to be one of them. I'm going to add, I'll show you all what this looks like first before I add more. So this is what we're looking like so far. And of course, technically you can buy the cheese dip from the store and do it that way, but you have to buy quite a few of those, I think, to get this much. And I think it's technically cheaper to just do it like this yourself. So, you know, even though I feel like the price of Velveeta has definitely went up, it was $7.99. I was like, I could have sworn like a big one used to be like $5, $6, and now the small ones are. It was on sale for $4.99. I was like, did it used to be this high? Like, I don't understand. How come, you know, processed food should be cheap? And that's probably another reason why I have not made, well, no, it's not, but, well, yeah, it's not the reason. I stopped eating meat like that, so that's the main reason. I haven't ate this in so long. But, all right, now I'm going to just pour the rest of that in there. And of course, if you wanted to, you can get the small one of these, a small thing of Velveeta, and use half of the meat. If you don't eat meat, then hey, don't put any of that in there. And you know what? I had vegan cheese on the burger. Hello, welcome. And I wanted to like try it by itself and see how I like it. Turn this up just a little bit. And this is my aunt's recipe, by the way. This is not one of my own. She told me, I went over to her house when I was younger, probably like middle school, high school. She had made nachos. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And shout out to you, Auntie Trish, if you're watching this. I'm sure she will. But yeah, and so I was like, how do you make that? And she told me, and so ever since then I've been making it. So this is, hopefully you guys can see that with all the salsa. And now I'm going to add our taco meat. And if any of you have tried the ground turkey with it smells good, that's already seasoned with the taco seasoning, let me know. How did it turn out? How'd y'all like it? Oh, this looks good. And so there we go. The meat's in there. And now to add one of my favorite ingredients, black beans. This is the main reason I wanted to make this, because I had a taste for black beans. And I was like, oh, that would be so good. I'm not going to say never, but it usually takes me a minute to figure out this can opener. I'm just not used to it. Okay, so this is how it works. But yeah. So I'm going to put these in there. Of course, it's optional. I think before I used to use, I don't remember what kind of beans I used before. Because my aunt would make some with beans and without, because I think her and my uncle ate them and my cousins didn't. But I love beans. Beans are amazing. But yeah, it's important for us to live in our purpose. I'm probably doing this too many times, but it's all right. Oh, here we go. And it comes right off. And it's smooth, so you don't have to worry about cutting yourself. Now if I could get it off of here. Oh, there we go. So you don't have to worry about cutting yourself. I'm trying to think where I got this thing from. I'm going to pour some of this excess off of here. I really want to pour all of these in there. But I'm not. Because I don't remember if everyone eats them or not, even though it's kind of too late. Because I put them in here. But whatever. I might as well pour the rest of them in here. There's not that many left anyway. Why not? What the heck? You don't eat them. It's alright. I wanted to make some guacamole, but honestly, I have not felt like making guacamole lately. Like, I just feel like, yeah. Now, if I go to Chipotle, I definitely get it. And listen, this is a trick people don't know. If you go to Chipotle and you get a veggie bowl, the guac comes with it. You know, awesome, right? You know, I guess not if you really want the meat, but you know. So yeah, that is really about it. I did buy some jalapenos just because I kind of had a taste for something hot, even though these aren't like the real hot ones. And I don't know why I didn't get the hot ones, because my daughter doesn't eat those anyway. You know, I got what I wanted. But I do have my favorite hot sauce for those of you that are wondering. And I will be honest, I like this more than I like Louisiana hot sauce. Just because it has, to me, more flavor. And Louisiana hot sauce is like just, it's hot. But I feel like it's missing some of the flavor. Even though I love it, don't get me wrong. Well, I like it. I'll say I love this stuff because, y'all, I put it on. I put on some mashed potatoes the other day. I was like, this is tasty. And I put in my grits. I don't know why. I was like, oh, I like the taste of this. It has really good flavor. But yeah, that is about it. This is gonna warm up and I'll show you guys what that pretty much looks like. Probably looks disgusting right now, but basically what I do is put the chips on the plate, put the I guess you can call it a sauce. I put the sauce on it, and then I put my toppings. I do not really care for sour cream on my nachos like that, so I probably won't be putting any of those. I forgot to buy cilantro, but it's okay. And sometimes I'll do, have I really put tomatoes on top? No, I don't think I have. But some people like tomatoes and lettuce, and I don't need any of that. My thing is this. So I might open up another can, open up this one, warm it up on the stove, and just kind of sprinkle it on top because I really love beans. But yeah, that's really about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Love. Let's all make a goal. I mean, you all don't have to. But my goal is to start writing down something new I learn every day. And to continue to walk in my purpose. And if you don't know your purpose, I admonish you to seek God for whatever your purpose. Oh, I didn't even finish my statement earlier. So, one of the things that I was saying about your passion. So, one question I always ask people if they don't know what it is. Normally, I'm not going to say always, but normally, quite often, it is related to whatever you love to do that you would do for free. So, you don't need to get paid for it. You just love doing whatever that is. So, for me, one of the things that I love doing is helping people and talking to them about their issues. So, obviously, I'm in school for psychology, so that's something I have done and would do, even if there was no such thing as psychology I'm going to school for, I would do for free because I'm already doing that. So that is a part of my passion that is directly connected to my purpose. But one of my passions, like I was saying, is cooking, even though I guess technically it is within my purpose because I'm here talking to you guys about things and thus the food. But yeah, seek God on whatever it is if you're not sure what it is. And I pray that he clearly reveals it to you if you're searching for that. But that is this episode of Cooking with Love. It will be up tonight on my YouTube channel, Monique GG. And I will be posting a picture of the finished product on my Instagram channel, which is GG Lux. My Twitter is GG Lux. I am on there sometimes, not as much as I used to be. And I pray you guys have an awesome day. If this touched you or you feel like it'll help someone, please share it with them. If you go to my YouTube channel, please like, share, and subscribe if you like to. You guys have an amazingly blessed night and week. And I'll see you guys next week. As I was to say, it might be a surprise episode this weekend. Which I think I'm going to do because I got something in the mail that I think I'm going to use for episodes. So, love you guys. You guys have an amazing night. See you guys soon. Bye.